It had been more than 7 years since the last time Mizzou basketball beat a team that's ranked in the top 11. Well, that drought now over after Missouri took down 11th ranked Auburn 85-73. Mizzou jumped out to a 13-point lead at the break and didn't trail after that as the guards were the difference. Xavier Pinson had this monster dunk and a career-high 28 points. Drew Smith also had his best ever scoring game, pouring in 28 points of his own. The Tigers put on a dunk clinic. Parker Brown finishing the game off right here. Mizzou still just 12-13 on the season, 4-8 in the SEC, but Coach Martin believes in his team.
Yeah, Coach always tells us, he just says you're good enough. You guys, like, he looks at us and he just says you're good enough.
I got to tell our guys you're good enough. You have to believe that you're good enough, but you also have to be grateful for the opportunity to have a chance to play and be successful.
Yeah, he tells us that every day, like literally probably almost every day, just to believe in ourselves. He tells us what type of team that we are, the pieces that we have, and so I think everybody is starting to buy in. You know, we actually believe in it. Once we believed in ourselves, that's what he said, everything's going to go our way.
The fans also starting to get behind the Tigers. Mizzou played in front of 12,506 people, the biggest crowd of the season, but Coach Martin has even bigger goals.
I think it's good. We seat 15,000, so we have to keep fighting for that. I mean, if you want to be one of the best teams in the country, I think our fans understand the value that they bring to our team. And we need them. I mean, the energy in there was 12. And imagine you got 15. So we have to keep working towards it. My job to keep doing a good job of promoting and selling our guys. Their job is to continue to perform and play hard. But we see 15,000, so the goal is 15,000.
Another opportunity for the fans to show up Tuesday night. Mizzou hosts Ole Miss at 7:30. The Mizzou ladies have struggled a lot. Just 6-18 as the Tigers hosting Florida. Early on, Hannah Schutz knocks down the three to give Mizzou the lead. The young players playing better lately. Here's Asia Blackwell to Haley Frank. Both freshmen were in double figures, but too much Florida. Ariel Johnson with the shot fake right here, and she would hit the jumper. Gators were up 16 heading to the fourth quarter. The Tigers put on a mini rally, though. Nadia Green with a strong drive for two. Then it's Jordan Roundtree with a shot fake of her own, going to the bucket, and she gets the kind roll to go. Mizzou scores 29 points in the fourth quarter, but the rally came too late. The Gators win at 75-67. The now 6-19 Tigers play at Vanderbilt Thursday night. Entering Sunday, the baseball team 2-0 and looking for a sweep of Jacksonville State, while the softball team 9-1. Some dominant wins in there, as well as the comeback thrillers. The 18th ranked Tigers also with a pair of top 25 wins, including one last week over Minnesota. But today, the 13th ranked Gophers would dominate the rematch. They score 5 in the fourth, but in the bottom half, Kara Decker takes one for the team. Kendall Bailey scores, but that was Mizzou's only run. Minnesota adds a laser home run in the sixth. The Tigers fall 10-1, but still an impressive 9-2 start for Mizzou. The Tigers travel to California for another tournament starting next Thursday. The Mizzou baseball team with a wild game this afternoon. The Tigers falling behind 5-1 after one inning against Jacksonville State. But Mizzou rallied, eventually taking a 6-5 lead, but would fall 9-8. The Tigers still take 2 out of 3 in the season's opening series. They'll play in a tournament in Texas starting on Friday against Kansas State. St. Louis no longer has an NFL team, but it's clear fans in Missouri still love football. The St. Louis market drew the top rating in the country in Week 1. The Battlehawks also won their opener. Another road game Week 2 in Houston. Jordan Ta'amu coming off a big Week 1. First quarter, he dumps it off to Matt Jones, and he does the rest. Following the blockers and diving into the end zone for a 25-yard touchdown, 6-3 Battlehawks. But the combination of P.J. Walker and Cam Phillips was unstoppable. Here's their third touchdown on a 27-18 lead. No extra points in the XFL. They could go for 1 from the 2-yard line, for 2 from the 5, or for 3 from the 10. Here, Walker keeps it for 1 point. Less than 2 minutes left. St. Louis still down 10, and former Mizzou Tiger, Damian Washington, is off to the races for a 36-yard touchdown. 77 yards for Washington, but St. Louis loses 28-24. On to hockey, the Blues keeping Jay Bouwmeester in their thoughts today. St. Louis announcing a March 11th makeup game against the Ducks. Bouwmeester is stable and recovering after a cardiac episode. On the ice, the Blues down 1-0 in the second period until Tyler Bozak tied things up. Somehow we got this puck to go in. Take another look. The Blues will take it. Still 1-1 late in the third period, but the Predators capitalize off a Blues error and get the game winner right here. St. Louis falls 2-1. Moving to NASCAR, check out this beautiful view at the Daytona 500, the first race of the season. That's Air Force One, as President Trump attending the race. NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. was there too, but neither got to watch much NASCAR. Because of rain, the race postponed after just 20 laps. They'll resume Monday at about 4 p.m. A special tribute to Kobe Bryant at the NBA All-Star Game tonight. Magic Johnson speaking, the players locking arms. Special musical tribute to Kobe and his daughter Gianna, who died in that tragic helicopter crash a few weeks ago. As for the game itself, some new rules, as here's Giannis and Kobe's number 24 throwing down the dunk. First team to 157 wins. They're still going at last check. And finishing with something absolutely awesome. Senior Chris Kamick, a special student athlete at Lynn High School, had been playing on the freshman team this year, but finally got his chance to shine on varsity on senior night. Getting the start in his first game, and here's Chris hitting the late three. What an amazing moment for the community of Lynn, and special thanks to Chamoy for letting it happen. And that is what sports are all about. They say the power of sports. We just saw it.
It looked like the crowd went crazy. I love that.
Absolutely.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.